My dear brothers and sisters, one thing we should take note of is that marriage is a gift from God. Being a gift from God, God himself should be at the center of this marriage. Not only, this is not just marriage, any other ordinary marriage. This is a Christian marriage. God should be at the center of it all. As we have just heard from the gospel, you know, the gospel, as Mary went to Jesus to ask, you know, people are for a wedding feast here, now their wine is over. What do we do? Jesus said, no, my time is not ready. My time is not ready. Don't ask me for that. But later, Mary went to the servant and said, you know what? Do whatever he tells you. And what did they do? Jesus, the later told them, please fill these jars with water. After filling with the water, what happened? Say, now you fetch this water and take to the master, to the MC, to the person in charge of the feast. Take him there. It was very sweet, better wine than the previous. Better wine than the previous wine. The man complained, but where is this one coming from? Normally, ordinarily, they serve the best wine before. Then the others come later. But you have decided to keep your best one here to the last minute. What is the problem? Anyway, the people knew where this wine was coming from. But the message here is this. In marriage, God should take the precedence. God should be at the center. Where God is at the center of a marriage, you will always have a wonderful marriage. Very tasty marriage. There will be nothing like complications, what and this and that. No. Where God is. That's why many times, when God is outside the marriage, there is a war, fighting. Husbands go looking for other wives. Wives go looking for other husbands. And anything happens. Sometimes they don't even trust each other. Everything is kept secret. Each one is for self. They begin wearing gloomy faces. And things do not move in a normal way. Because God is not there. You know what happens? The presence of Jesus makes the celebration very tasty, makes a big difference. See, the wine came, it made life afresh. Yes, this is the one. Jesus is in this wine to come to make a difference in our marriage life. Any moment, Natal, Palma, you put God aside, you are going to begin to look at gloomy faces. You will begin portraying gloomy faces. You will begin quarreling. You will begin mistrusting one another. You will begin to disown each other. You will even begin to go looking out for other husbands and other wives, where God is not in. And so we are all called here today to be witnesses of disciples, you know, the wine that they are giving us today to partake of. That the presence of God in your life is the presence of wine that makes everybody very happy. But where you are just on your own, you are this and that, everybody is for self. When Natalie goes to Kampala, Palma goes to Entebbe, what is not going to happen? Each one goes his or her own way. What is not going to happen? So this is the message they are giving us seriously. That the presence of God in our marriage life should make our marriage life very sweet, very happy, and everybody should be able to cooperate. And in this, where God is, if God is in the marriage life, what happens? There will always be forgiveness. Why? Because today after marriage, Natal and Palma, you are not going to become angels. You will still remain human beings. You will still remain human beings who are likely to make mistakes. You are likely to make mistakes. Out of these mistakes, you should believe you as partner is a human being who has made this mistake. Sit down and talk, communication, and forgive one another. Where there is no forgiveness, then that's the absence of God in the presence of your family life. In this Christian marriage, Jesus is coming to stay in your house. Jesus is coming to stay in your house. He will show you what is to do, that to be done, what is not to be done. In the Christian marriage, there are responsibilities. You must carry your responsibilities faithfully. You must be committed. You must demonstrate love. You must demonstrate love. You should know who your partner is. Otherwise, there should be no reason of coming. You see this one here, you see this one here, you see this one here. There's a lot of wolokosori. You know, talking about each other. Talking, exchanging words. When you exchange words, it is normal. But where God is present in this marriage, in your home, where any challenge that comes out, you will sit down and discuss over it. You will discuss, talk, say this is life. See, this one is this. See, this one is this. See, this one is this. And you should be always with the heart of forgiving one another. That will make a big difference in your marriage. But where you hold the things in your heart, you don't forgive. This one here, this man here, this man Natal here, this lady Palma here, this one here, this one here. Prepare to separate. If things go that way, prepare to separate. So it is very important to make sure that God has place in our marriage life. In marriage life. That is something which is very important. Very important. You must love one another, forgive one another, be faithful to each other. Be faithful to each other. Faithful in the sense that this is your partner, this is your husband, this is your wife. Not any other person outside there whom you are going to look for tomorrow. I go on duty, that one at home, so let me look for another one here. That one is not there, so children will come and say, hey daddy, uncle came here. People could say, you know, mommy, you know what, auntie came here. That's what they're going to share. So be faithful to one another, trust one another, and be committed with each other so that life moves normally and completely. Now, there is one little thing here. As a spouse, you need to do the following. You should become friends. Be friends to each other. You know what it means being a friend? Friends are open to whatever happens. Friends open up, share anything. If your spouse is a friend, you will open and share up. When you go to the roadside, someone greeted you. You come back, you know what? I met a friend who said hi. Who greeted me? Example here, who was it? You know, some people fighting there. You will share everything that you get from outside, you are going to share with people, with your partner. That's very important. Be friends to confine on your friend, on your spouse. 2, be companions, not alone. Don't be alone. Always anything, be with your partner. There is nothing much you can avoid here. Be with your partner at all times. Difficult times or good times. You know, there are some people who later, you know what, you know, when you wedded like this, very nicely and this and that, maybe Palma got a problem, he's not working, let's see if Palma is this, that. Maybe Natalia will come and say, you know what, I did not marry a lame woman. I married a complete woman who was walking normally, who was walking like this now. Why should I go for this one, this lame one here? I don't know what. We need to keep going out to look for somebody else. That is where the problem is. And even the same, the same. That I didn't get a partner one said, didn't get a lame husband. I got a man who was hard work, committed. You know, also sometimes some people marry because of money. This man had money now, nobody to hell with you. I'm not being there. For you, money is not there. How am I going to survive? I'll be there. You go your way. This is not what a Christian marriage is all about. Not only that, by the way, be to each other a sister and a brother. You know, be a sister and a brother to each other. You know, the Bible says this one is the head of the family. Both of you are heads of family. Both of you are the heads of family. When one is not there, say, no, this one is not here. Who is going to pay your school fees? That is not here. Oh, mommy is not here. Who is going to pay your school fees? No. Sit and talk who owns what. You respect yourselves before the children. There's no quarreling, no fighting, no exchanging bitter words before people, before children, before other people here and there. No. That's something very important that should be done. Finally, what you need to know is that you are husband and wife. You should keep this in mind, that you are husband and wife. There is nothing saying, now I'm going to do this, I'm going to, no way. So, God has called you people today to come to the church. That you should exchange your vows. And we are the witnesses. People have come as far as Arua, Marata, Terego, Kampala. They have come to be witnesses of this. So please, don't disappoint them. They are looking at you. Don't disappoint them. They have come in good faith because they want to see people live happy lives. Where God is in a family, I tell you, the happiness is beyond. But where is not, God says in the God is far away. That's where the family will collapse. And so, dear friends, it is not only a cow and father people are talking, but we're talking to all of us who are alive. All of us. Who has caused this? Natal and Palma have caused this coming to this